I cannot believe that by the time you guys watch this, I'll actually be in Cambodia, which is something I've been wanting to do for, it's 2.5 years. And what's so crazy is that I so clearly remember standing in this village. It's like the tiniest village you can imagine. Obviously sweating like crazy, my face swollen, and just going, I have to come back. I have to do this more often. I have to meet with the women that I work with. I need to connect with them. I need to make this more real, and not just for like everyone else, but actually for myself, because I get so distracted with life, just sort of, paying the rent, paying the bills, trying to keep everything going. And I kind of forget about that part that is the best part, which is the women in Cambodia. However, as we all know, life had different plans. And for the past 2.5 years, we've been having lockdowns and COVID and isolation. And let's just say it's been challenging. And the idea of even going to Cambodia just felt so far-fetched and almost like a dream. But bizarrely, I booked the tickets, I'm going, I'm returning. And this time with another crowdfunding campaign. And the reason I'm doing the crowdfunding campaign, it's honestly just the best way to spread the word. And that's what I need the most. I know that the products that the women make are beautiful. They're good quality, they last. I know that people want to support what the women do in Cambodia. The only problem is getting the word further out. That's slow, very slow. And when I do crowdfunding, people get excited, people tell their friends, people share, and it's just a fun way to get the word out. So I'll be in Cambodia. I'm meeting with the different women's groups that I work with. So I'll be with the weavers in outside Siem Reap, in the tiniest village you can imagine. In Phnom Penh, I'll be meeting with the knitters, the Cambodia knitters. And then I'll be also meeting with the sewing women. And I'm really excited about that because they're actually women that I just started working with last time that I was in Cambodia. And as some of you have known, it's kind of taken a little bit of a twist where I'm actively involved with your help of improving their situation. So one of the women in particular, whose husband passed away a year ago, the fact that you guys helped raise money for a sewing machine, we then did improvements for the house, paying for the oldest daughter to go to university next year, all these things that we can drastically impact this family's life, and I'll be meeting with them, and that to me is going to be priceless as well. So I'll be sharing stories about that. I'll be doing updates, and all this can only work with your help. So thank you again so much for getting on board, telling your friends, your workmates, spreading the word. And hopefully it means that we can keep this going for much longer and not always be on that sort of feeling like it's a sinking ship. So why another crowdfunding campaign? Because I just did one earlier this year. The way I'm looking at it is that was a bit of a practice run. It was on such a whim. I did it completely without any planning, which meant that the things that you guys were able to sort of, get for perks, you didn't even get photos of them. So like, for example, like the pillowcase and with the blanket, you guys had no idea what you were actually receiving. Now I actually have photos of everything. It's going to be a lot easier to motivate people to get involved. Photos are actually really important, it turns out. So I'm seeing that the one I did earlier this year as a bit of a practice run, or as a bit of a trial, and it was successful. It was amazing, thanks to you guys. So this time, same perks, but now with photos, and hopefully the word can spread further, because you guys can actually show everyone what you received in return for your donation. So that's why I'm doing it.